for my first show of the night on the Power Chat series. Haley Eubanks, how are you doing today?
I'm great. I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. I'm excited to have you on the show. So you're on as one of the winners from one of the overall grands winners from the Kickfest International Martial Arts Championships, which was hosted in Kentucky. And I mean, you performed great. You took home the women's grands. Tell me more about the competition down there.
Oh, it was a great competition. It was a great time. I really enjoyed myself. I was competing against some really good people, and for my first time getting back out there, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a great competition for sure.
Now, it's your first time competing in nearly a decade, 8 years. What was
Yeah.
the itch that finally you had to scratch, and why this tournament to get you back into it?
Well, it was in Louisville, so it's just right down the road really from us. And I've still been at the karate school, kicking around, and I do private lessons with four girls. And honestly, they were the ones that really inspired me to get back out there. They just looking up to me so much. And watching them out there, I just missed it. It just that feeling never leaves you of wanting to get back out on the mat at all. Like I just have always had it, but life happens. I went to school, so I've been busy. I do hair, and I've been busy with that, but I'm now ready to get back out there and kind of see what happens.
Awesome. And you come from a martial arts family, a major martial arts family. For anyone who doesn't know and is watching, your dad is Marty Eubanks. He has his own tournament, his own karate school, is known in the circuit. Now, tell me more about was the girls that you were the girls that you teach also there at the tournament?
They were not actually. They didn't go and compete this past weekend, which they definitely were upset that they did not get to see me compete for sure. But I will make it up to them in the future, absolutely. But no, me and just a couple other people went, and we had a great time down there.
Awesome. Now, you obviously competed in your own division, but how was the other competition around you? Were you able to catch some of the fights, and were they exciting?
Oh yeah, the men's black belt division. It was awesome. They had some really good fighters. Definitely, there was a lot of energy there for sure. One of our black belts, Braden Worthington, went up there. He did really good. Um, there was Juan. He fought. He did pretty good. Just it was a great turnout. Black belts men's division was awesome for sure. Yeah,
This
they
was
had
over
some
the,
really great fighters.
this was over the course of 2 days, a Friday and a Saturday. Did you go
Yeah.
both days?
I went Saturday. They did more of the extreme kind of forms Friday, but I heard that they had a great turnout, and he said that it was really good Friday night. And following into Saturday, I know he was really pleased with everything and the turnout. And yeah, I mean, it's definitely building. That tournament's going to be something big for sure.
Awesome. And it was in a beautiful venue, the convention center. Did you find that it was breathable there?
Oh my gosh, there was so much room. Yes, it was awesome. It was very nice. Oh my, yeah, it was very well taken care of for sure. Yeah.
Great. Okay, so now let's talk more about what obviously you have your own students, so you haven't left them that necessarily these past 8 years, but getting ready to honestly fight at the competition level, what did that take?
Um, you know, you never lose that nervousness, but it was exciting. I got out
Awesome.
there. The biggest part about it is having fun. I mean, sport karate, it's like a family. And as like getting out there and having fun is the biggest part of it. Yeah, it's competitive and everybody wants to win. But at the end of the day, win, lose, or draw, having fun is what matters and getting out there and just being a good sport about it. I mean, I definitely had a lot of fun getting out there and just doing it again. And I mean, it was great. It was really awesome.
Does that mean that you're going to continue to compete for the rest of this circuit? What is the plan after that?
Yeah, I do plan on competing and continuing this. I'm finally at a point in my life where I can take a breath and kind of focus on other things.
Mhm.
But yeah, I definitely plan on going and competing and getting back out there and kind of just seeing what happens. I mean, it's been a long time, but like I said, I've never really left the mat. So I have that hunger again to get back out there and just send it.
Awesome. Now, you have grown up in a karate family. Was that something that you were born into but given a choice to do for martial arts? Or were you kind of just, you're going to be doing martial arts?
Well, it was it definitely was, no, you're gonna do this. But I mean, my first steps were taken on a karate mat.
Wow.
When my dad was actually doing a private in our garage in our first house, and it's been that way ever since. When my papa Ken Eubanks, when he was around, I was running around on the mat. It was always there, and I always was in it, and it's always gonna. I went and did other sports, but nothing had that gave me that feeling like martial arts did ever.
All right. Now, Haley, tell me more about kind of um, that place in your life. So you went to school, and I'm assuming you kind of feel comfortable that you can maybe take time off to go to tournaments now because it is a time consuming sport, an expensive sport. If you had to give anybody advice for people who left for 8 years, 8 years plus, coming back, what would you say to them?
Just do it. You have nothing to lose. Getting out there, yeah, you're gonna feel a little out of place,
Mhm.
but I mean, that etiquette, the ring etiquette, and being around those people, just that never really goes away. Like how you present yourself. I mean, martial arts has always been a huge part of my life. I mean, getting back out there, like I have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And um, it's just one of those things. Like I don't know, you just got to do it. I mean, what else is there to do? Like it's your life. Just do it. Just send it.
Obviously, you took first place at this tournament, but were there any takeaways? Like, dang, I really need to work on this for the next one if I want to take it up another level.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you stop learning, you stop growing. And I getting out there and just kind of just seeing what would happen, I took a lot from that. And I think whether you win or lose, you always should take something from when you compete. Um, but for sure, I'm ready to get back in the shop and get to work 100% and just get more serious about it. I got a fire lit under me a little bit. Yeah.
Awesome. With that fire, was this your first time? And you said it was just down the road going to the Kickfest. I mean, this tournament has been going on since the 90s, but was this your
Yeah.
first time going?
Yeah, it actually was. Um, I heard about it a couple weeks ago, and I was just like, like, why not? My dad had said something about it last year, and I really wasn't in like the mental headspace to get out there quite yet. And this year it was just like, you know what? Yeah,
Pull
like
the
I
trigger.
haven't been to this tournament. I've heard it's a great tournament, and let's do it.
Great. Okay. All right. Now, what is your kind of now that you're going to be incorporating training more, what's your daily schedule going to be? Are you full time working as well, part time? How does that work into your daily life?
Well, I do hair full time, yes. I do a lot of cross training also. I'm constantly doing something with fitness. I'm at the karate school 4 or 5 times a week. I'm cross training the same amount in a week. So most days are filled with 2-a-day workouts, and yeah, I mean, I'm constantly doing something.
Oh, awesome. All right. Do
Yeah.
you have rest days?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You gotta take those rest days 100%. You just gotta listen to your body. But yeah, for sure, my rest days. I love my rest days.
Okay. All right. Great. Now, in terms of, I guess, since you're into fitness, what about eating and nutrition? Do you have a focus on that in terms of as an athlete?
Oh yeah, absolutely. What you put in your body, like you have to fuel your body right in order for everything to function right. I mean, if you're just filling your body with things that aren't, doing anything for you, you're not going to perform and do your best you can. Eating and diet is like 80% of it. I mean, you have to fuel your body in the right ways.
What's your go-to? You have a big fight. You don't have to necessarily think about weight, but what's your go-to meal before a competition?
Oh, Lord. Well, when I'm not, nervous and just like can't eat, probably usually something like light, but also have those carbs for energy. So usually something like eggs and oatmeal, have something like that. But nothing too crazy because you don't want to,
Too heavy?
you don't want to fill yourself up too much and be like, oh God, I can't do this.
Right, for sure. So you have four students, four female students. How exciting is it now to get back onto the mat and just be there? I guess role model in the tournament setting as well.
Oh my gosh. I know they're all very excited. They've been waiting for this for a while. But it feels really good. They've heard about me competing in the past, but I know that they're excited to actually get to see it firsthand now. And like I said, they were a big inspiration for me, just seeing them look up to me so much and want to see me do these things that they hear about. And
Right.
um I'm finally doing it, and it's exciting. It's awesome.
Well, what a tournament. So the Kickfest International is bringing in people for their first time, for their second, third, fourth, fifth, and for you, really getting that drive back, that not that you ever lost it, but just that hunger again, the itch that you got to scratch. If you could give anybody sort of a recommendation or a quick impression of the tournament for next year, what would you say?
It's filled with a lot of great competition. There's a lot of support. It's very everybody's cheering everybody on. Yeah, you still have that competition of who's gonna win. I want to win, but everybody's just building each other up. It's a very tight knit community, for sure. But it's exciting. It's fun. It's lively, and it's awesome. Like, for sure. I mean, it's a great tournament to go to, and for my first time getting back out there in so long, I really enjoyed it. It went really smoothly. The day did, but it was great. The promoter is awesome, and the judges were good. It was an awesome tournament.
Great. Okay. Well, that's our recap, everyone, of the Kickfest 2023 International Martial Arts Championships hosted in Kentucky. Be sure to check out next year's if you weren't able to come. And I'm sure, Haley, you'll be back for next year if you can make it.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I'll be there.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to see what you do for the rest of the season as you kind of get back into the karate circuit and continue to take names.
Yeah, yeah, I'm really excited. I know my dad is too, and I know he's definitely probably watching this right now, and he's like got the biggest grin on his face, but I'm excited.
All right. Well, everybody, thanks so much for watching the Power Chat series. This was the Kickfest International Post Show, and up next is Anthony Merricks as our guest. So stick with us. Okay.